Hey guys, what's up? It's me again, Aaron, otherwise known as Oregon Ducks Rock 1, or my YouTube account now says Scary Farm Oracle 21. Alright, so I just started, but thank you to Knott's Pro and Knott's Scary Farm Ruler for both adding me and helping me, giving me tips for how to do this, because I'm new. So, I'm going to go ahead and start off with since I just introduced myself last time, with a overview of what I thought of Haunt this year. So Haunt, I went opening night and a few other nights after that. So I got a good look at I went through every maze every single night, and I've seen every show, so I got a good look at, good wholesome look at Scary Farm this year. I have the map here. I don't need it, but I'm sure I don't need it because I know what the mazes are, but I'm going to read to you the descriptions. So, we'll start in order. First off, they have Slaughterhouse. The description is, folks come near and far, come running for Farmer Riley's barbecue, take exit I-13 and venture south to the Slaughterhouse of Doom. Slaughterhouse. It came, what, 08, so it's been there for about 3 years, and I'd imagine it's on its last leg. I think we can pretty much all agree that it's better than Redbeard's Revenge, but it's, I don't really know, like, that section right there has been plagued for a while with bad mazes. I mean, they started out good, like in 08, Slaughterhouse was amazing. This year, I mean, I like the premise behind it, the story. I mean, it feels like you're in that classic slasher flick, that classic Texas Chainsaw Massacre. But the talent was lacking a little bit this year. I mean, that's just an opinion. I mean, it could be different every night, but all the nights I went, it was slacking a little bit. Not anyone that worked there. No offense to anyone that worked at Scary Farm this year. It was amazing all the way around. I'm just saying, just giving my opinion. So, out of 10, I'm going to rate that at a 7. I'd imagine it's on its last leg. I don't know what they're going to do next year, but we'll see. I like the theming, though. I really, really do. I always have. I like the auction scene is amazing. How with that fast talking, that makes me laugh every time. And I'm not going to be sad to see it go, but it'll be one of those haunt memories I don't think we'll forget. Alright, next up. Fallout Shelter, new for 2010. Locked in a cement grave for decades, under the bowels of the lake, in abandoned government fallout shelters crawling with genetic hybrids and toxic mutants. Fallout Shelter in 3D. Better than Alien Annihilation in 3D. I liked it. I liked it a lot. With or without the glasses. I went through with both. But with or without the glasses, it's spectacular. The maze really is spectacular. I think that the glasses made it better, but I went through a few times and I thought it was hilarious. In the control room, some of the buttons were labeled BS, instant death, fake the Koreans. It was kind of funny. But that's that little stuff that you wouldn't really notice, but Knott's throws that in anyway. I loved the theming there. It was spectacular. I don't understand how Haunt can take 6 weeks and make 13 whole new worlds. It's amazing to me. But they get it done every year, and boy do they get it done with Fallout Shelter. It put me back in the I don't really know when it is, but it really did. And that beginning scene with Reagan on the TV, and it was great. I liked it. And the actors were just high paced the whole way through. I enjoyed it a lot. Fallout Shelter, 8 out of 10. Lockdown the Asylum. Insanity reigns supreme in this maniacal nightmare prison. The inmates are out and out of their cells and out of their minds. Every turn takes you into deeper and deeper into danger. There is no escape. In 2008, when Asylum was on its last year, I thought nothing's going to top this. I thought that courtyard for Asylum would never be topped. the only things that I could imagine that scenes in a maze that I could imagine would match up to the courtyard of Asylum would be the church scene for Terror, and the whole house for 13 Acts. But when Lockdown came out, I mean 2 years ago, when Lockdown came out, man, that whole prison scene in the beginning, it blew my mind. It's amazing. So this year, it went downhill a little bit. I still think it's an amazing maze. I think the whole prison, the whole asylum is just a stick at Knott's Scary Farm, especially in Ghost Town area. I couldn't imagine it anywhere else. And the music blaring through the warehouse, the screams echoing, it's amazing. And I don't think it's fair to go. I think it still has 1 or 2 more years. But we'll see. I like it. I'll give it an 8 out of 10. The actors were great, and they really seemed like inmates to me. They were funny, too. And very interactive. I liked it. Alright, Club Blood. In the dark underbelly of the city, human victims are drained of their life to nourish the children of the night. Again, vampire mazes and Knott's Scary Farm are like salt and pepper. Not for everyone, but they go good on most things. Now, I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10 just because I like the rave scene and the whole thing. But again, as far as scenes in a maze, the theming was amazing. But that opening scene, that city street, right when you enter the maze, I like it a lot. I really do. It looks like you're in a whole new world. And that's like the Blade movie. That's like the first Blade movie. Every time I walk in, I just want to bust out a sword and just start slashing vampires. It's great. I like it. I like it a lot. It's probably on its last year, sadly. It's been 3 years. But, I think this has been the best vampire maze since Lore. And, it'll be a weird to see what they have next year. I don't know how they're going to top it. I like Club, if they get rid of it. So, 8 out of 10. Let's go to... I'm just skip a few and go Dia de los Muertos, Day of the Dead in 3D. Sacrificial blood rains down from the skies. The screams of La Llorona, the weeping woman, echo all around as the creatures of the night crawl from their decrepit crypts, venture into the forbidden jungle of El Chupacabra, and blood-soaked lair of the primordial demons. The Day of the Dead has arrived. I think that every maze that has been in the bumper cars has been hilarious. Las Vegas was funny. I thought it was funny. I laughed multiple times. Dia de los Muertos is that same thing. I don't think they go for the scare more than they go for the fun. Again, a scene that blew my mind is the graveyard scene, especially with 3D glasses. Those colors pop, and it's spectacular. It seems like you're going through a Tijuana-ish area. I like it. I think it Mexicali matches really well with that maze. It seems like it does. And I like the music. I think it's fun. I don't think it's a scary maze. I think it's a fun maze. Therefore, I will give it a 7, and that's being generous. They might get rid of it. I don't know if they will. I don't work at Knott's, unfortunately, but we'll see. So 7 out of 10. Black Widow's Cavern. Dare to enter the old abandoned mine, now overrun by deadly spiders. Get caught in the web and horrific radness as you travel on the train of terror. Knott's needs to get something new. That's all I'm going to say. 5 out of 10. That's all I'm going to say for that. Knott's... Next year, you really need to think of something else, and it has to be good. Sleepy Hollow Mountain. Ghosts and ghouls, witches and goblins, long-legged beasts, and things that go bump in the night. Take a ride through haunted Sleepy Hollow. I thought it would follow the book, and it didn't. I mean, the Headless Horseman was there, but it didn't follow the book at all. And it didn't theme as well. I mean, there's still very many parts of the log ride just open. I don't think it has been that good since Santa Claus Mountain. Or even, I think the best it had ever been was either Santa Claus Mountain or Red Moon Massacre. And I liked Red Moon Massacre. Now, it kind of fit. The story kind of fit. And they brought back the whistles and the kazoos, which I missed, which scared me horribly. And the strobe lights worked great on that ride. Didn't get to see her as much, unfortunately, but I liked it, so I'll give it a 7 out of 10. It wasn't worth the hype, but I liked it. I really did. Uncle Bobo's Big Top of the Bazaar. Alright, this one's going to be harder to read, so bear with me. Step right up, don't be shy. Welcome to the Big Top of the Bazaar. Uncle Bobo is here to demonstrate his devious delights. Inside you will find a villainous variety of Vandavian visages to vex even the most valiant warriors. I like this maze. It doesn't really have a scene, except for the where you walk through the front door and there's that tent with the eyes on it. It's the longest maze, so I like it for that. But not everyone likes clowns, you know. I personally am not scared. You know, clowns are one of the top fears in the world, so it takes a lot of balls to devote one whole section of the park to Carnival. But it's been working, you know. And clowns and knots, again, like vampires and knots, they work pretty well. Give it an 8 out of 10. I liked it in 3D. The actors aren't very scary, but they're funny. But they don't have to be scary, because most people are just naturally afraid of clowns. They just have to be funny, and they're both funny and scary. And I like the references in that maze. It was really, really good. For all those who don't know what reference is, I'm talking about the amazing thingy. Virus Z. Alright, welcome to Pleasanton. Population 0. Virus Z has turned the entire town into 100 crazed zombies. And you're the last meal in town. I love this maze. I'm going to say right now, 10 out of 10. I love this maze. I think it's the best amateur maze in Knott's ever. Since maybe either Toon Territory or Blood Bayou. Or 13 Acts, actually. Yeah, 13 Acts. Virus Z is amazing. It'll go down in Knott's history, I can guarantee you that. It'll be there for another 3 or 4 years. I loved it. I felt like I was in Day of the Dead. Or Dawn of the Dead. I took everything in my body not to turn around and try to punch a zombie because I could swear I was in 28 Days Later, you know? And they were very interactive, and it went right through that 70s town, and the zombies progressed, and the movie theater scene where the lights are in your eyes, that was a great tactic. I mean, the gym, the whole maze was a plethora of amazing scenes. I loved it. Amazing. Spectacular. Great job, guys. Perfect. You hit the nail on the head with that one. Alright. Now, Cornstalkers. We're not in Oz anymore. Dorothy returned to Kansas, but not alone. Race to the cursed cornfields and escape the evil. There's another that's going to throw you for a loop. 10 out of 10. I love Cornstalkers. First year it came out, oh wait, I flipped a trip. I thought it was amazing. Second year, I thought, wow, this is going to suck. This year, it came back, let me tell you. It was amazing. It's hard. It's one thing to bang on walls and come around a corner, but it's harder than hell just to have no walls and have no corners to hide behind and still scare the crap out of people, and it's amazing. And anyone notice that animatronic that they use in Dark Realm? That was in there toward the end. Labyrinth, take a journey through a forgotten forest into the dark catacombs that lie beneath a ruined castle. The evil king has long since passed on, but his curse still haunts the halls of the mysterious labyrinth. I like the music in Labyrinth, I really do. I think it's creepy, and I like it a lot. Rather than that, the maze has nothing doing for me, except for those alien inbred looking things that sit at the dinner table. Those creep me out, but rather than that, the maze really has nothing going for it. I'd imagine since last year. So we're going to Terror of London. I'm not going to read the paragraph because this is getting a little long. But on the Scary Farm website on Facebook, it says Terror of London won the Maze of the Year. I don't agree with that. It's its second year. It was good last year, but I don't know if it won. I think Virus Z or Cornstalkers, but Terror, nah, I don't know. I like the sewer scene, the new sewer scene. I like that because it's interactive and it was dripping on you and it was good. I liked it. The whole maze in a whole, the actors are pretty good. The scenes were about the same. But I'm telling you, that opening scene where you walk into that cobblestone street, when you're all by yourself with 2 other of your friends, and it's fog filled, it's creepier than hell. So good job on that. 8 out of 10. Labyrinth, 6 out of 10. Alright, Doll Factory. I'm not going to read that either, but again, the music, love it. Theming, love it. Toys and gore, you can't beat that. Again, I think that harkens back to our Chucky days, you know? That scary doll don't come alive feeling. it'll probably be its last year, and that saddens me a little bit.